Hi everyone, so welcome to card number 3 for my Christmas card series. Starting off, I used my stampendous Jolly Santa stamp, inking it with Momentous tuxedo black ink, and using my Stampin' magij. I go in with my Copic liner and just fill in some spots that didn't take very well. For his face, I use E00, E11, E21, and E13. I start with my lightest, working my way to my darkest, and back again. If I was to remake this card, I would have just left the blending portion alone on the darker shading because this gave it such a beautiful realism to my image. So next time I do this, I'm just gonna not even blend it out. For his rosy cheeks and rosy red nose, I use the R01 and R20. I also use the R20 for his lips. For his eyes, I use B01 and B04. For his hat and for the berries, I start off using for my base R46, and for my darker, I use R89. I start off with my lighter and work my way back to the darker, just blending it out. For the holly, I start off with G43, and for my darker shades on that, I use G46. So I just go back, blending each one into each other. I wanted to give my Santa a warmer look, so for all the whites, I started off using W1, and then I blended that out with W00. The brush end ended up being so small, so I used the chiseled end and I went ahead and I blended with that. I used my Stampin' Up. These are the Labels collection dies, and I cut out some papers using the Joyeux Noel by Paper Studios. I'm just seeing how I wanted my layout before I started adhering everything into place. For my trim, I'm just using a Hobby Lobby holiday ribbon, and I'm just adhering that to the back. Next, I place everything down, and I just make sure that I pop up my Santa Claus. Next, I tied a bow, and I'm just using a glue dot and adhering that into place. That's from the same ribbon that I used for the trim. Next, I'm using my Martha Stewart Holly Punch, and I'm just punching out some green leaves. I also did this in the red too to get the red berries. I like how everything's placed, so I'm just going to adhere it into place using my Tombow Mono Multi. I just wanted to add some shimmer to my card, so using my Stella in clear, I just went ahead and picked a few spots and just started to add it. I love how this comes out. It's so beautiful once you use it. I'm just showing you the shimmer that comes along with this. It's beautiful and it dries instantly. For the inside of my card, I'm just using my leftover scraps. For my sentiment, I use Special Time by Stampendous. I use my embossing buddy first on the green cardstock, and then I stamp out with Versafine. Next, I just take my Stampin' Up, this is the fine white, I can't remember the name exactly, and I just emboss it off camera. I just use my corner chomper and the 1/2 inch, and I go around all the edges. Next, I just adhere that into place. After adhering my holly branches into place, next I take my Stella pen and I go along the holly branches on the inside, and I also do a nice beautiful scroll on the inside. I hope you enjoyed my card. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye everyone.